guys, welcome back. Okay, after my little vlog slash rapture dream earlier, I told you that I would be back tonight to talk to you guys about the living and the dead. I lost my dad in January 2019, January 21st to be exact, to sudden cardiac death. After his death, I struggled a great deal of grief, and I feel like I tried to draw so much closer to God, but then I would slide down a little bit, even while I was super close to God, looking for answers. And I started seeking out like videos on YouTube about speaking to the dead, and contacted Puff Paranormal, in which one of his videos you can hear him say, "Shannon Thomas Robinette, your daughter Shannon wants to hear from you," and I will figure out exactly what video that was and try and let you guys know. But I realized very soon that that wasn't my dad in the video. It was definitely a fallen angel, and we all know what that is. So tonight we're going to get into the Bible and, oh, paper towel, sorry. And we're going to talk a little bit about some verses in the Bible that talk about the living and the dead. So let's get into this and see what it says. I had to take paper towel and tear it up to keep my spots because I don't have that many bookmarks, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to start on the first one, Leviticus, and it's chapter 19, verse 31, and it says, "Regard them not that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards, or be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God." And that again is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. And then I'm going to go to Leviticus chapter 20, verse 27. And it says, "A man also or a woman that hath familiar spirits, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them." Moving on. What's next? What we got next? We're moving on to Job. We are in chapter 7, verse 9 and 10 in Job. "As the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, so he that goeth down to the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more." Let's see. And then we're in Psalm chapter 146. That's a very big book in the Bible. And Psalm 146, verse 4. "His breath goeth forth, he returneth to his earth. In that very day his thoughts perish." I cannot ever pronounce this name in the Bible. Why? Ecclesiastes, something like that. You guys tell me. Anyway, we're in verse 8, or chapter 8, verse 5, and it says, "For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten." Just a sec. And then 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 14 and 15. "Himself is transformed into an angel of light," Satan. We all know who that is. I started on the wrong line. 14. And we're in 2 Corinthians 11, 14 and 15. "And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light." 15. "Therefore it is no great thing if he ministers also be transformed as ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works." Yeah, that's not good. Moving on to Ephesians chapter 5, verses, I'm just going to start at verse 11, and chapter 6, verse 11. I love this part of Ephesians. You guys will too. 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against power, against the ruler of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Scary. Wherefore, verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. 15. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with the prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all the perseverance and supplication for all saints. Okay, so I'm going to go back. Some people think that like when their loved ones die, they're possibly angels, which none of us really know. But I do just want to say this, that God's angels existed before humans ever did. And that human beings, let's just read the verses. We're in Psalm 8, verses 4 and 5. What is a man, or what is man, that thou art mindful of him, and the Son of Man, that thou visiteth him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned with the glory and honor. So 15 says that, for thou hast made them a little lower than the angels. So you guys tell me what you think that means. Just remember that angels were created before even human beings were.